Ambassador Lefort, ladies and gentlemen. I'm quite happy to be here with you today and to have the opportunity to come here to Korea for the Come Up event with 11 of our most beautiful startups. I mentioned this morning that I do think that Korea and France have a lot to do together. This is true because if we look at the Korean and the French economy, I do think that there are a lot of similarities. Those are industrial countries that have been investing a lot on technology over the past decades, that have built their strengths and their powers based on technology, on education, and research and science, but to some extent that has the same challenges. First challenges is to be able to carve their own ways in a world that is dominated by the competition between China and the US. And we share the fact that we do not want to be squeezed between those great powers, and we want to carve our own way, especially in the technological area. As far as the economy is concerned, France and Korea have pretty much the same opportunities and the same challenges. I mean, both countries have big groups. In France, we have the CAC 40 and all the big companies that we all know, Airbus, Renault, Alstom, and so on and so on. In Korea, Korea's strength has been built by chaebols, Samsung, LG, Hyundai, and so on and so on. Those are obviously assets in the globalization. This is also telling all what we have to renew. If you look at the global economy, and for instance, the 10 biggest market capitalization, 8 out of 10 are tech companies, 6 were not existing 25 years ago. This is telling everything on what we are living, I mean, the whole replacement dynamics that are at stake all over the world. And if we want to keep up with the innovation economy, we have to be able to transform our legacy businesses, but we also have to be able to make new champions emerge. And I do think that we share that difficulty. This is why I think that Korea and France has been having a lot of in common, have been cooperating. I mean, the cooperation between Korea and France has been developing over the past decades with the cooperation on the railway, France selling its high-speed train during the 80s. I remember that because my father was part of the deal. But also on defense, on airspace, and so on and so on. But I do think that now it's time to open a new era and to have more cooperation at the tech between the two tech ecosystem. This is priority for Korea, it's priority for France, and this is why this trip was really important to me, because I was able to come with a bunch of startups which are to some extent embodying the new trend, the new dynamics that are at stake in France. France is currently renewing its industrial network with new champions emerging, very interesting and fast developing companies. And that's why I do think that this is something that we can build on in order to be able to strengthen the relationship. So, due to the constraints, time constraints, all of the companies won't be able to pitch. So I want to name the 11 companies that came here with me: Algama, Aribal, Back Market, Diabeloop, De Vialet, Flying Wells, Klaxoon, Mitron, Veid Secure, Wind, and Insect. You might already know De Vialet, that has been here for long, that has Korean investors. This is also true for Aribal. But I think that you will get to know the others. So let's make that only the beginning, and let's hope that this trip will be quite fruitful. Thank you very much.
여러분도 아시다시피 프랑스는 유럽 국가 중 한국이 외교 관계를 맺은 최초의 국가입니다. 오랜 세월 동안 다양한 분야에서 협력 관계를 발전시켜 왔으며 2018년 한-프랑스 정상회담을 통해 양국은 21세기 포괄적 동반자 관계로 격상되면서 더욱 긴밀한 협력 관계로 발전하고 있습니다. 코로나19가 불러온 전례 없는 경제 위기 극복을 위해 세계 많은 나라들은 디지털화와 벤처 창업 생태계 성장을 적극 지원하고 있습니다. 프랑스는 20년 54억 유로의 역대 최고 스타트업 투자 유치 성과를 보였으며 유니콘 기업 역시 21개로 늘어나는 등 스타트업에 대한 투자와 성장이 누러진 나라입니다. 한국 역시 올 상반기 벤처 투자 금액이 역대 최고인 26억 달러를 기록하고 있으며 중소기업 수출 역시 팬데믹 이전 상황을 상회하는 성과를 보이고 있습니다. 유니콘 기업 수도 15개로 늘어나는 등 다양한 분야에서 벤처 창업 기업의 성과를 보여주고 있습니다. 포스트 코로나 시대에는 디지털 전환과 기후변화 대응이라는 세계적인 과제가 우리 앞에 놓여 있습니다. 혁신과 도전 정신으로 무장한 벤처 창업 기업들이 이런 문제를 해결하고 경제를 변화시키는 원동력이라고 생각합니다. 프랑스와 한국은 동서양 문화의 강국으로 문화 콘텐츠뿐 아니라 인공지능, 미래차, 신재생에너지 등 첨단 기술 분야에서도 협력의 잠재력이 매우 크다고 생각합니다. 내년 2월 프랑스에서 개소되는 코리아 스타트업 센터가 양국 스타트업들이 함께 성장할 수 있는 창업생태계의 거점이 되기를 기대합니다. 오늘 이 자리를 통해 양국의 혁신 창업 기업들이 미래에 대한 성찰을 공유하고 새로운 도전과 열정을 나누기를 바라며 양국의 경제 성장을 이끌어 나가기를 진심으로 기원합니다. 감사합니다.